Hello and welcome to the workshop. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you very, very much stopping by and talking sneakers with us for a few minutes. If you love sneakers, and I say this in every video or almost every video, you have come to the right place because we upload a brand new video about sneakers almost every single day. Buckets, you can confirm.
Almost every single day.
There you go. That's your line. You nailed it. You can also find me outside of YouTube on Twitter and Instagram right here at Mr. Foamer Simpson. You see, I'm getting better at that.
Yeah, thank you.
And if you enjoy today's video, please do hit that thumbs up. It really does go a long way. It helps the channel continue to grow, and we are very, very grateful for you doing that, growing together. What's the word I'm looking for? Synergy. Synergy. It's like this. This is the visual representation. Okay, I'm rambling a little bit, so we're going to dive in. I am very, very excited about this sneaker. Buckets, anything to add, or do we dive in?
Dive in.
3, 2, 1, bang, bang. This is the Nike Air Max 3 Radiant Red. I've always known this sneaker as the Air Max 90 Infrared, personally. Buckets, you as well.
Yep.
But initially, when these released back in 1990, they were called the Air Max 3. Now, these released in 2020, very recently, and retail was $140. I was able to snag them online, which feels rare these days. I didn't need to battle bots or refresh the page and jump through a bunch of internet hoops. Sometimes buying a pair of sneakers, you feel like you're battling White Walkers.
Not really, but okay.
Too dramatic?
Maybe a little bit.
It's hard to get sneakers sometimes, and I actually didn't realize, or I kind of forgot what it feels like, right? Because we show you a lot of sneakers here on the channel. This channel, right here. This Yeezy, and that Yeezy, and an off-white sneaker, and a Travis Scott, some super hyped up Nike SB. So many sneakers these days, they've just become very hard to get. And you can forget what it's like to see a sneaker, like that sneaker, and then go buy that sneaker. I know, it's a crazy concept. The irony is, this might be the best Nike sneaker of all time, literally, and yet it was super easy to buy. Go figure. Now, they did sell out, but I think most people who wanted to get a pair were certainly able to snag a pair before they did sell out. And so the whole deal with these was basically a return to the original. Nike bringing it back, not only in the name, going back to that original Air Max 3 moniker, but also in the details and the overall aesthetic of the sneaker. From the old school box to the Nike Air hang tag, they did a really good job with these. Even just the little stuff like the size printed on the inside of the sneaker. You got the mesh on the toe box. Some suedes as well. leather mudguard, as you can see. Nike Air Max on the tongue, Nike Air on the heel. You got that classic Air Max 90 or Air Max 3 air bubble, and you got black and radiant red on the outsole. These are iconic, man. They really are. If you are an Air Max 90 aficionado, these are a must-have in my opinion. They were and are a must-have for me. You know, like I said, I think you could actually argue that this is the best Nike sneaker of all time. This sneaker, this colorway right here. For me, it's got to be towards the top of the list. It's so hard to narrow sneakers down to the best one. There are so many different silhouettes that are really, really dope. So many different sneakers. But if I were to compile a top 10 sneakers of all time list, these would 1000% be on that list because they're timeless. These are up there with the Nike Air Force One. You know, we're talking about sneakers that have been around for a very long time. So I'm sure you can tell I love these, and I love that Nike tried as much as possible to recreate that original release from 30 years ago. That's really dope to me. Very few sneakers, you know, we say a long time. Very few sneakers can say that they have been dope for 3 decades. Probably a handful of sneakers. It is very, very rare company. So these are a 10 out of 10 easily. 11 out of 10, honestly. Buckets, I'm going to ask you just because, formalities and such. I already know the answer, and you are a notorious tough critic when it comes to rating sneakers, and I already know what your answer is going to be. So scale of 1 to 10, what are they?
15 out of 10.
Wow. Okay. All right. You surprised me with that. Okay. I don't disagree. Top 10, they have to be in the list, right?
For sure.
I mean, top 5 probably even. You could argue that it is the best Nike sneaker of all time. I don't think that that's hyperbole.
No, not hyperbole. That argument could be made.
There you go. Leave a comment below and let us know how you feel. Did you get a pair of these? Are you an Air Max lover the way we are? I guess we should say that as a disclaimer. You and I, Buckets, we love Air Max sneakers. Like, we really love them.
Yeah, I think that anyone who loves sneakers loves Air Max, the Air Max line.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. Could be a little slight. I know some people who aren't crazy about the Air Max line. The thing is, although, I mean, it's crazy talk, honestly. The Air Max sneaker was originally a running shoe. So the Air Max 3, it was supposed to be a running sneaker. Obviously, it has developed and, what's the word I'm looking for?
Deviated.
Not deviated. I want something a little bit more. It's ascended to much more than that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's a lifestyle sneaker. It's a part of culture. It's a part of everything. It's just so dope. I mean, if you want to know how much Buckets and I love Air Max sneakers, just go watch the video that we did for Finish Line with the Air Max. Was it the 2015 or 2016?
2016.
The Air Max 2016 in New York City, where Buckets and I are from. And to this day, probably, I think my favorite video that we've ever done.
Definitely up there.
You know what? We will put a link in the description of this video. Go check that one out if you haven't seen it already, especially if you are an Air Max lover. Leave a comment below and let us know how you feel about these. Always love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. You are very, very appreciated. We will be back tomorrow. Mañana, same time, same place, right here at The Works Out with a brand new sneaker for your head top. I got nothing else. Buckets, anything from you?
No.
Toodaloo.